have Ashley here, a gentleman I've accosted, and I'm about to read him a poem. Ashley, this is about a dysfunctional relationship. It's called fishing.
Okay.
Fishing. The dysfunctional conversation over. He says, "Let me let you off the hook now. Let me cut you loose." He laughs. Isn't that funny? He gives her permission to go. She thinks it's funny to imagine herself as a fish that he catches each day, a wish that she grants him. He whispers, "Be mean to me, please." She does. It's granted. She says, "You're welcome, and please don't go fishing tomorrow." Not the same hooked wish, the snare kiss that's tangled in nets and wet spangles and bitter like brine that draws her, catches her again and again, when all she wants is to see the sun glint and feel the swim motion forward. That's it. She's supposed to ask you how you liked it, but I'll ask you. How'd you like it?
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Have you ever been in a dysfunctional relationship that maybe felt like one of you was a fish on a hook?
Yes.
So did that capture? Did you feel like, oh, this person?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Felt personal.
Do you feel like maybe you could go home now and write a poem about a person that made you feel that way?
I'm sure I can write something, but maybe not a good poem like that one.
I bet you could, though. All right, we're going to be doing workshops coming up soon, so you need to watch out on the City of Houston website and the library website. Go to publicpoetry.net to see yourself in this video, and then write something and show up at one of my workshops and show it to me and say, I did it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, Ashley.
Take care.
Enjoy your lunch. Good morning, Houston. I am Houston's first Poet Laureate. We are doing guerrilla poetry for you guys on your way to lunch. I hope y'all enjoy. I don't know if there's a Jack in the Box in the tunnel, but I'm about to read a poem about Jack in the Box. Your tax money's paying for this stuff. I ruined my work shirt with Jack in the Box taco sauce. How are we living if our nutrients corrode us? How are we living when one dot of brown makes a difference in how we're perceived? Maybe you can clap. You can pretend you're happy. This is for these two ladies right here in the pink, because they have jobs just like me. A man needs a woman. A man needs a woman even if he's strong, a woman to help and support and admire him. A man needs a woman to be there beside him even when he's much more powerful than you. Sometimes a man needs a shoulder to whine on. Sometimes he might need a wife on the side. Sometimes a man just needs someone to blame, or a thing to think thoughts about when he's feeling small, a potential container for all his small thoughts and feelings and bodily fluids. He'll let you know, and you'll be there to do it. And if you can type fast, then that's even better. They told me all that when I applied for the job, and I needed the money, so I said okay. So we read to people in the tunnels, and that was kind of a good kind of humiliation. And then we talked to people one-on-one, and I thought that was a lot better, and I felt like I was really connecting with people, so it was fun.
Well, to be fair, the tunnel experience was during their lunch hour, and I think everybody was rushing to get something to eat. But we did get a couple of people who listened, and we got a whole bunch of people who looked at the sign that says free poetry.
Yeah, I think maybe they thought it said free french fries, and then they were like, oh no, it says poetry. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep walking.
That's great. So you're Gwendolyn?
Uh-huh. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Tyler Horn.
Tyler, nice to meet you. Do you write?
No, I just appreciate it. I'd love to hear some of your poetry.
Happy lunchtime, everybody. I am Houston's first Poet Laureate, selected by Houstonians and your mayor. I'm going to read y'all some poetry for free, so don't worry, no invoicing. The first one is going to be about sex, and I'm sorry in advance. Freckles. Freckles on my fingertips like fairy dust, or when you touch a butterfly, except it dies, and you're alive, and you exist, and here you are. I touch your skin, your freckles won't come off, but I enjoy the thought of making you more naked than you are here right now with me. Y'all don't have to clap. Don't have to clap.
I like that. We want to clap.
This is my first reading like in public to strangers, so it's a little awkward, but
It's a little hot.
it's a little hot.
A little hot. Just not hot.
Okay, I wrote this poem for my husband and he hates it. They go, we're leaving. I wrote this poem for my husband and he hates it, but I'm going to read it anyway. This may be your favorite song, but you're mad because I sang the words wrong. Don't you see? The man said hiding place, his voice so brusque and fakely British. I heard honey glaze, my voice so free and plain and confident. A honey glaze was the lyric needed in the song that played while we rode that street. We ride in a sugar maze. The man who's singing doesn't know that you plus me is sweet amaze. How could he have known while recording what he thought he had to say, that we would be in a personal honey glaze today? His love was like a hiding place. It's not my fault that he was sad and couldn't understand.
Stuck in a sugar man.
We really were. Okay, this one's about being a mom. Any moms out here today? Self-acceptance. I wanted to be an Aphrodite, but it turns out I'm Hera instead. I walk through the playground and little kids I don't even know slide over towards my legs like flesh magnets. My big hips, their umbrella. Stray cats see me and meow for scraps. Dumb dogs lick my hands. If you know me in real life, you know I'm followed by a single word repeated over and over. Mom, Mom, Mom. It's pronounced at slight length with a crescendo and then a decrescendo. It fades in and out like a siren. 2 sirens, 3. Hera has a stern face. Get over here now, she demands. Stop that fighting. And come fold this laundry. What am I, the freaking maid? And hold on, I'm in the bathroom. But you remain by her side because she will never let you go hungry. No matter how late your supplications, she will create your science project supplies in time. She will catch your vomit, of course, in her hands and hope to kill anyone who tries to hurt you. Sometimes Hera longs to venture from her hearth for a moment, to go to a movie or maybe to a bar. She gazes at Aphrodite on the television screen, sighs and flips through a magazine, skims through a story about some pervert turning a girl into a swan, a lute, or a linden tree. Checks again to make sure the door is locked. Then Hera yawns and falls asleep against her throw pillows that smell like the shoes of little boys.
I read about you in the paper, and you're a Houston native, right?
Uh-huh.
And that you're not primarily a poet.
Right. I'm mostly a novelist. I also do kids' books. I've always written poetry, but I've never published poetry until this year. So,
And are these poems that you're writing now, are they about Houston or aimed at things from Houston, or are they just general all over the place?
they're general about things that I care about, but because I live in Houston, a lot of it has a Houston background. Now that you're asking that, I'm going to read one about Houston.
Oh, good.
All right. And then y'all can ask me more questions after that.
Okay.
Where's my poem about Houston? My favorite one about Houston. All right. Does anybody here like pho?
Like what?
Pho. The Vietnamese soup, pho. Come be in our video. Come be in our video.
Yes, come on.
Come on.
Choice.
All right. I'm going to read y'all this poem.
You need this?
No. Vietnamese noodle house. Saturday mornings, the concrete glows humid or else sleek gray in the rain. We enter fluorescence and everyone stares, but I'm used to it. Over in the corner in the coin-filled shrine, the Buddha got apples today. Our regular waitress has a beautiful face, long hair tucked under her baseball cap. If I try to say the words, Pho Tai Lung, she laughs, she smiles, she's proud of her pupil. When my boyfriend says, 3 please, she frowns. Americanized bastard, maybe she whispers. The standards are higher for him here, we know, but he's Chinese, not Vietnamese. Chinese, not Vietnamese. Oh well. Number 11 is a soup with raw beef. The soup cooks the meat for you, stir it and watch. The food on my plate now is vinegar, sweet, vinegar then sweet with soda and limes. Outside, the dry cleaner's bird gets some sun. He's shiny and black with his face orange and gold. I love you, we tell him. I love you, he says. Then he screams really loud something in his own language, then whispers sweet something in Vietnamese. I love him, I love you, I love Pho Tai Long. The concrete glows humid or glistens in rain. That's it.